Hello, everybody. It's I, the Waluigi Big Mac, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, after another very close call in court, where we nearly got Edwards a guilty verdict, Larry just comes out of nowhere and basically RKO's the fucking case, basically revealing that Edgeworth was set up. However, there's still a cliffhanger as Edgeworth mentioned that he may have committed a murder. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I heard them swooning in the aisles. Uh-huh. Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing for me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Geez. Well, we might as well talk. Larry, you really helped. You really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edward seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two till the end. Us two? Edwards and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why did you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when you first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school, they saved me, Miles. And Larry, they saved me, I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what are you talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story here, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Class trial? Remember, Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade. The kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids who would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I see why you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one non-class. So they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. Don't play with him. Just admit you did. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. Yeah, a bunch of... Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone's staring at me like I'd done it. I apologized. I went to where the boy whose money has been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in trial is evidence. Anything has no... You should be ashamed. Amateurs. But Miles! It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy's innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. Why don't you all shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. The class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, 3 of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's why I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edwards and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. A few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure. But the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. But several years later, when I heard Edward's name again, there was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicion of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts." The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, it's not edgy. I used to know it. That's what I thought too. Tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. Never replied. Guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him and to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember I say I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it very well may be. First, there's that rental bow shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Well, I don't want to present. Move. Let's see. Is there anything else we can say? Nope. Move. Let's see. Well, we might as well move to Gord Lake to try and find that jerkwad. Well, not really a jerkwad. The funny old man. Hey, pal! Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? Guy got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Oh, that's Phoenix. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the bow shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. And I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto's camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lana's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Well, we might as well, public beach. Huh? The steel ice store is missing. Ice store? Look. Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Interesting. Well, our only other stop is the boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. Never imagined he might be a real murderer. I know that clear of the throw anywhere. Hey, it's Grossberg!
Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. But from what I saw today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. Might be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Well, let's get into the caretaker shack. Hey, Polly's still here. Nobody's home.
Hello. Swat.
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your sword gone, Polly.
Hello. Swat.
I can't believe he run off and leave his poor parent to fend for himself.
Hello. Swat.
Examine, eh? That's the safe, right? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228. 1228. Squawk.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. Not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. Only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and Frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like there are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out for Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Well, let's see here. I don't think there's anything else. Let's talk to Paul. Can we talk to Polly? Maybe we should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. Please know about her anyway. Sure they'll do something. Okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. But now the bird's gonna hate me. And we can't talk to the bird, so, let's see. If I guess... Because I don't think we can... Actually, you know what? Public beach. Gourd Lake entrance. Let's go to the criminal affairs department. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gone back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Well, well, let's see. Larry's in Wright. There's nothing else to do in Guard Lake entrance, so we might as well do the detention center. Oh, Edgeworth is here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard this story about the class trial. The class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial's reason was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator was my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago. There was 3 of us trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened to that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed that Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence innocent. That's when I changed my mind. Started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, a man who deserves respect. I've learned everything of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken, now we're left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edward? If that's what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It is a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Well, we might as well, present him this. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out to save in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge. On me? Who's that old guy, anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about this statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man! What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi, the suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi. Well, Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. And when I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that the oxygen deprivation and stress that caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? The letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want revenge on you? Right. Yeah, there's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Ah! What are you? Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking Father! And I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the day in the court or the bailiffs. In the days, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. Whoa! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That, though, is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it in that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are you gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows about DL6, the DL6 incident, maybe. There is someone else who knows about DL6 incident. That means we have to give good old Grossberg a visit. And his pain's still gone. Mr. Grossberg!
Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look crippled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm?
It's Mr. Edgeworth, he...
I see. So Edward dreamt he shot his own father.
Only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well,
Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep that he wants to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
no, I don't believe it.
Yogi was a suspect of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edward's father?
He was a defense attorney without fear. It sounds trite, but true. He may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was disapproving Mr. Von Karma's technique.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect winning record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And
he lost. Died in despair and, as it were, deceived.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Did Yo-Yo sound innocent?
And that's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see.
Yet, as I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edward's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless.
This opened up some eye-burners. Well, we might as well show him the letter from the safe.
Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem like that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He wanted that innocent verdict for no one but himself. He was a free man, but socially, he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait,
What is it?
this letter. I've seen that handwriting before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote it?
Well, let's see. Definitely wasn't Miles. Definitely wasn't Yogi. Because why would he write himself? Why would he write his own letter? Well, I mean, I guess he has some memory issues, but even then. So the only one that makes sense would be Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on cargo books.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He will know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth don't approach to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
There must have been quite the shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You may have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edwards pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know?
I know that. I just believe Edwards is innocent. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Edwards admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Crossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. We might have to go back to the, Let's see anything. Okay, we cannot talk to, Edwards. So let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we can check out the records room again? Well, no, I can't just have anyone wandering in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in there as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes. He just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just hadn't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he's in Von Karma. Well, we might as well. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6 is completely empty. What?
What are you doing in here?
Nick! But, Von Karma.
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every other day, don't we? We're Miles Edwards' defense team.
Defense team? Aha! I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edwards' mentor. Mr. Edwards is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edwards, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Tomorrow's will be the last day of this trial.
It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last as long. Still, you will lose. In the end. Miles Edwards will admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell you the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma's going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Well, care to explain this, pal? Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructing Yanni Yogi to commit murder?
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle.
But what? Nick, what is that thing?
A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 6,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600...
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me that letter. No.
No!
What are you?
Nick, run!
But Maya! Out of my way. Ah!
Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. Jesus, I'm no good as a lawyer nor a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Here, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 evidence. DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped.
The bullet? Aha! I'll prove it to you, Maya.
You're most definitely not useless.
I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.
Well, folks, whether you like it or not, this trial ends tomorrow. And when I mean tomorrow, I mean the next episode, because we are out of time, folks. If you guys enjoy the content that I do, please consider subscribing, as I'll really appreciate it, as it will help my channel grow. Be sure to also leave a comment and a like on this video, so this video can be pushed on the algorithm. Considering how much trouble I have to go through just for people to watch my video in the first place. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next episode, where we have to deal with the final day of Turnabout Goodbyes. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, excuse me. Blah blah. Oh, excuse me.